Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and I'm doing a preview of The Cursed Castle. This is close to ending its campaign on crowdfunding, but I wanted to do a preview before it finished. And as always, we take no compensation for our crowdfunding coverage. We just want to help you make an informed decision. And if you like the content of the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and come say hi on our Discord. So The Cursed Castle is a solo-only game where you take 3 adventurers against one of 4 dungeon decks and face off against a boss at the end. And it's a dice placement and manipulation kind of game. And I actually recorded an entire playthrough of this and edited the whole thing, posted it. The patrons who get early access watched it, and one of them realized that I played the game majorly wrong. Huge rule mistake. So this is take 2. Let's try again. But yeah, I'm going against dungeon number 1. I'm using 3 out of the 5 heroes, the champion, the Anchoress, and the Magus. They each come with their own unique equipment card keyed to their character. And then you have the exact same ability cards. And I'm just going to talk through how the game goes as we go. So at the beginning of each round, you flip cards from the top of the dungeon deck, and you're filling 3 enemy slots akin to your 3 hero slots here. So I've got a Dreg, and I've got another Dreg, and I've got a Raven. Now this one, you'll notice compared to the Dreg, has red bordering. Now there's all prototype, of course, and like a red thing here. So this goes to a 4th slot that can hold negative effects like this Raven here who's going to be cursing us, but can also be things like treasure chests and shrines to upgrade yourself. And if I drew more red, they would keep on going on top of this 4th slot, so you can only ever have something in the 4th and you don't need to have something there. But you stop drawing whenever the 3 enemy slots are filled. So this 4th slot will sometimes be here, sometimes won't. The enemies will hang out until I defeat them, and then I'll refill to have 3 enemies again. But the Raven will only be here for 1 round. I'll either defeat him or he'll curse me. Okay, now I roll activation dice for the enemies, and these are dice that have 1s, 2s, and 3s on them. I place it on the number rolled, and that's how many times that person's going to activate. And how it works is you do whatever their left action is as many times as the number of dice on them. So for the Dreg here, I would have to take 2 damage if he got 2 1s. And for anybody who didn't get any dice, you do what's on the right. For the Dreg here, nothing. But like the Plunder will curse me if he gets at least 1 die, and he'd curse me 2 or even 3 times. But if he didn't activate at all, he does have an action here where he will steal equipment from you. All right, so let's see what they're actually doing. Whoa! That was actually kind of a great result, because now if I can just manage to kill this Dreg, he won't hit me at all, and that Dreg won't do anything. He's going to still steal equipment, though. That's pretty negative. And the Raven is going to hit me with 2 curses unless I can defeat him with a skill check. So there's 2 things you're going to be getting after you roll your 3 white dice. Okay, I got a 1, a 3, and a 6. And here's what you do with these. First of all, you can put dice on your ability cards, and no matter what value you put down, you get to do whatever's on the right side of the card. So duplicates takes cubes. You get yellow, blue, and red cubes, and you can take any 1 cube you already have and get another one. Arcane Eye modifies one of your other dice by plus or minus 1 if I put that there. Haste lets you re-roll 2 dice, could be the same die or 2 different dice. Riposte lets you flip a die to its opposite face. Maul gets you a yellow cube, and Polymorph lets you change a blue cube into any color cube. But if you get the exact die value indicated on the card, like if I put a 1 on duplicate, I would both get a red cube or a yellow cube or a blue cube and also get to use the ability. So when you have 1s, 2s, and 3s, that's one of the best things you can do. Additionally, I can put dice on equipment cards that have dashed lines like this and get their ability. In this case, the Spiked Pauldron will block 1 incoming damage. Unblock damage at the end of a round is first going to flip your heroes, which actually changes their abilities and how many cubes they can hold to attack with. And when you assign a second damage to a hero, they are defeated, which clearly you don't want to happen. The Prayer Scroll from the Anchoress, once per turn I can put a cube there to get a cube of any color, so it's just kind of like a changing colored machine. And then the Seer Stone, if I put a cube there, I can change a die to a 1 or a 6. And you have to put cubes on your heroes to attack with them, and you can put as many out as you want. So like if I got 2 yellows and 2 reds here, then before the enemies attacked, I could put them out on people, and you have to cover all of an enemy's cubes to defeat them. So like that would be the best possible result I could get to kill all of them. When you put a cube down on a character the first time, even if they have more than 1 slot, you get to use their ability. The Champion lets you re-roll a die, kind of like Haste over there. The Anchoress lets you heal a hero if they are injured, and the Magus gives you an extra cube. So like if I put a red here, I could get a yellow, blue, or red cube additionally. but she can't hold that extra cube. I have to put it on somebody else. The last thing you can do is for skill checks, like this Raven. That has a number 7, and what I have to do to beat that is I have to pick a hero that doesn't have any cubes on them, give them one of my dice, I'm not using it for anything else, and then I add the value of the die to their skill value. The Magus has a 3 plus 6, that'd be 9, and if that at least equals the skill test, that I can cover that up, and in this case, I can stop the Raven from cursing me. Cursing, by the way, does nothing when you have 2 curse or 3 curse, but when you get 4 curse, one of your characters is gone, defeated, and you only lose that last 4th curse. So you still stay at 3, and you could get cursed and lose another character. All right, so let's get to the puzzle of the turn. I want to get reds to kill the plunder so they don't steal one of my equipments. But I really want to get yellows so I can kill the dreg. I can get a yellow from riposte. I can get a red from haste. I can get a red from duplicate. I mean, the dreg is the most important thing to kill. The marauder would be nice to kill because, again, I don't really want to lose my equipment. The raven, I think I'm going to let go unless I have like nothing else to do with that 6. Ooh, actually, I think I've got it. Not the raven, but the 2 guys. Let me see if I got this right. Riposte. Because it's a 1, I'm going to get a yellow cube, and I can flip a die to its opposite face. Boop. Hello, my number 1. Then I can go to duplicate. Because it's a 1, I get a red cube, and I can duplicate a cube. Let's duplicate a yellow, and I get haste. I'm not going to use the rerolls, but I get a red. This is a great, great turn, y'all. And actually, I can start hurting the last dreg, because I don't need to do any of the skill tests. I don't need dice to do it with anyway. So I can have the Magus attack and get another cube. Let's get another yellow and put that yellow there, put that yellow there. I can't heal anybody. Put the red there, put the red there. I can't re-roll anything, but I've done maximum damage. So yeah, boom to the one who's hitting me a bunch. Start killing that dude because damage does hang out from round to round, and kill the plunderer before they rob me. That was actually great. Those dice worked out perfectly. So yeah, we resolve our damage, so they're all dead. Well, not all dead, but everybody except the dreg. But the raven does curse us twice, which are just these little circular tokens for now, so we'll keep these over here to taunt us. The dreg moves up to the front, and we're ready for another round. That's how the game runs. So let's see. We got another plunderer, and we got a marauder. So nothing in the 4th slot this round. The marauder does double damage for each activation. We don't want to let that stand. Okay. So if we don't kill the marauder, we're taking 6 damage, which even if we blocked one with the spike pauldron, would kill almost our entire team. So we need to get her, a blue and a red. Still like to get the plunderer so he doesn't rob us, but that's not the worst thing in the world if we have to let it stand. Ooh, and I didn't get any low values. See, I need to get a blue and a red. I've got the prayer scroll to switch something. I could put something like on the arcane eye to lower one of the 4s to a 3, which would get me the blue I need, or could get me a haste to reroll a bunch. If I get the blue, I can use the champion to let me reroll anyway. Or I can just put the blue on the Magus to get a red, and then the Marauder's dead no matter what. But then I'm kind of throwing in the towel for stopping anything else bad from happening from the Plunderer. Well, no, because I'll get the cube from the Magus. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do Arcane Eye just to change, or not with the 4. Let's do it with the 5. To change one of the 4s to a 3. I'm going to do Polymorph to get a blue. Then I could change it to another color, but I don't want to because that's the only thing that can get me a blue for sure. I'm going to put this on the Magus, which gets me another cube of my choice. We'll make that a red. I'll put that on the champion and re-roll my last die. And okay. That's good, right? I can at least start hurting the plunderer. That's the best I can do. See, I'll put it on haste, which gets me a red die, and I'll put that on the Anchoress. I guess doesn't really matter. And yeah, that means Marauder's gotta die. That cannot stand. But the Plunderer will hang out, and he is going to rob me. And they take a random equipment. I'm not even sure which one I want to go away. I'll look away. And who are we getting? You can see on the back. Oh, my prayer scroll. It's a really good one, man. That lets me change things around. Oh, well. So it goes. But yes, we do kill the Marauder. Nobody else actually hurts us. And both these guys are almost dead. So hopefully that'll make the next turn a lot easier. Well, let's find out. Here we go. It's just a drag. All right. And what are they doing? Whoops, that one die got away. 1, 1, 2. Okay, so I'll just kill those guys and maybe try to hurt them. Or at least I'm going to try to kill them and hurt them. Let's see what I get. 6s are not going to help me too much here. Okay, so I need a yellow and a red for sure. Oh, and a second red wouldn't help me at all because I was going to say I could go the duplicate, but I don't want 2 reds. Man. Oh, the yellow. Okay, here, let's do this. So I'll use Maul to just get a yellow since the number doesn't match. I'll use Duplicate with a 1 to get a red and another yellow. So I'm already actually like perfect for where I want to be. And I actually don't want to kill the dreg. I find it's easier to like leave, simpler guys alive that aren't hurting you and just let them make the next round not too bad. So I'm just going to not use the last one. Yeah, I don't really care. All right, so and that would have given me another cube, but I don't want it. There we go. Boop and boop. And you'll get your turn, sir, but they're both dead. All right, nice friendly turn there. And let's see. Okay, Barricade is a special one. It hangs out, but the enemy that goes on top of it is going to have an extra yellow to be defeated. And it's going to be, oh my freaking God. That's the mini boss that ends up about halfway down in the deck. And we got another Barricade for, okay, not the Merchant. That's a red card. And a treasure chest, so the Merchant's going to have to wait. And a drag gets the other Barricade. Okay, this is an interesting turn. So the treasure chest, it's a skill test of 6. If I get it, then I get a little treasure token, which will give me like dice modification once or blocking damage once, those kind of effects. The Death Bride, like I said, this is the mini boss for deck 1. Each of the 4 dungeons has their own mini boss. Her special activation is going to activate everyone next to her, so she'd have the dregs attack. And if she doesn't get a die on her, she's going to give me 2 more curse, which would straight up murder one of my characters. So I kind of hope that I get a die for her. Oh, God, I didn't. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. Yeah, okay. So if I kill all of them, she's going to curse me twice and kill me. Or not kill me, but destroy one of my characters. But if I let the 3 of them attack, will all get hit? Unless I could like block an attack with my spiked pauldron. I do have the Anchoress to heal if I take a little damage, that much damage. Now, the good thing is I only need a single yellow, but getting 3 yellow and a blue and a red to kill both those people, that seems kind of iffy. Let's see, if I did Maul for a yellow, and then Duplicate for a red and a yellow, Polymorph for a blue. Oh, wait, can I actually do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the most I can hold. Let's go for it. Let's freaking do this. Yeah, so Maul, yellow. What was it? Polymorph, blue, not going to change anything. Duplicate, red, duplicate the yellow. Yellow on Magus, get me another yellow. Let's friggin' go. Did I really, did this happen? Boom, thank God it's yellows. They're the easiest to get, as you can tell. Boom, boom, get the heck out of here. So Dreg is dead before he can hit me. Death Bride is dead even with her Barricade. And this symbol means we're going to get to upgrade one of our ability cards. So let's see. Well, let's go in and resolve the rest of the round. So he's going to hit me for 1. I like the Champion's flipped over ability. He gives you another die, a red die, to use on another space once you give him a cube. I don't want to flip Magus because I like getting the free cube, and I don't want to flip Anchoress because she's the one who's going to heal everybody. So that was the Dregs activation. The chest I didn't get. Okay, so now let's upgrade one of our abilities. So to show your options, some of them sometimes get a alternate action. So here, if I put a die on this, I can heal, or I can duplicate a cube. And again, if I put a 1, I get a red. Arcane Eye just becomes a 2 and a 5 to get the red cube, so a little bit easier to get cubes from it. Haste lets you turn a red into a blue, which now that I lost my prayer scroll is actually pretty good. Polymorph just activates to get you a blue on a 3 and a 4. Maul lets you heal when you do the action, and Riposte lets you heal. I like the idea of being able to get more things. I'm kind of leaning towards Polymorph or Arcane Die. Let's do Arcane Die. That seems like, Arcane Die. I'm going to Arcane Die, my characters, but Arcane Eye. There we go. All right, now the Merchant is back on top of the deck if he's around at the end of the next battle. This is actually wrong. Gabe changed this later in the development, pretty recently. You don't have to do anything. Instead, you just draw 2 equipment cards and you keep 1 of them. So he gives you something to replace my prayer scroll from a generic equipment deck. But let's see who's coming out to help the drag. It's another freaking Barricade. Oh my gosh. Roughing with a Barricade. Oof. And they're tough. Look, they do 2 if they don't get activated, so you kind of want to get them activated. And they need a red to kill, but also a skill test. And then a Captive. So not the Merchant yet. We'll talk about the Captive in a second. Instead, we got a Mimic. Okay, that one's not too bad. You can defeat it with either a blue or a skill check. If you do the skill check, you get another one of those treasure chests. Basically, you open it like a regular treasure chest, and it does nothing if it doesn't activate, neither does the drag. So I would love to get like all 2s. Give me all 2s. That'd be great. Or, okay, actually, that wasn't too bad. So the Mimic I don't have to worry about at all. The Drag's doing 1 damage. The Ruffian's doing 2, but they would have done 2 anyway without a die. So the Captive, if I do that skill test, they hang out over here, and if one of my heroes ever dies and I'm down to 2 or 1, they come back in as one of the heroes that was taken out of the game. So they give me some redundancy in my team, basically. Not a bad thing to go for. 2, 3, 4. All right, so I really mainly want to try to kill the Ruffian this turn. So that's a yellow, a red, and a 5. And I can't forget that if I put a cube on my champion, I can roll a die. I also want to put a cube on the Anchoress to heal. But I want to kill the Ruffian who needs a skill test, and I'd really like to get the Captive. But if you put a die for skill testing, you can't put a die for attacking. So if I have the Anchoress get both cubes to kill the Ruffian, and both of them do a skill test. But that would mean I would need to get 2 cubes with a single die? That's not possible, is it? Certainly not a red and a yellow. Oh, man, if I'd still had my stupid prayer scroll, I could have put this here to get 2 yellows and then change one of them into a red. Okay, so we'll let the Captive go. Forget the Captive. We don't need her. So we just need 1 skill test and a yellow to red, and we'll take the damage or something. Could do Maul to get 2 yellows, so I can start hurting this super-powered Barricade Dreg. And then I could Polymorph. Yeah, because the skill die is high enough, so I could Polymorph, get a blue, and then immediately turn it into a red with the Polymorph ability. So that would take care of the Ruffian. I'll have the... I'll put that on the Anchoress. Well, first, hold on. So if you heal somebody, you flip them over, but any cubes that are on them stay. So let's use the champion's better power. Let's do that to roll the red die. And we got a 5. Okay. And then let's put a yellow or both yellows on the Anchoress. So now he's healed, but he still has that. So that's enough. No, it's not enough to kill the Ruffian yet. I need to have the mages do something. Let's give her the 4. So that'll take care of the Ruffian. The Dregs hitting us. No, they aren't. Right? It's probably the best I can do. Like, I could put it on Arcane Eye to get a red, but that wouldn't help me at all. All right, so yeah, we're doing boop and boop. Start hurting you. And we get the black from the 3+4 skill test, which is at least a 5. So the Ruffian is defeated. Captive, I didn't have time for. Mimic does nothing. Drag attacks us for 1, but the spiked Pauldron die blocks it. That worked out great. All right, so the Mimic moves up. We're back to maybe getting the Merchant. Nope, we're not going to get the Merchant because the Shrine is here first. And hey, there's another Shrine. And there's another Raven. Oh, we got to kill that. And then another Ruffian. Gosh darn it. Yeah, the enemy roll here is really going to determine how bad things go. Okay, thank God. I'm glad the Ruffian got activated. So, Mimic's going to steal an equipment. Drag's going to hit us for 1. Ruffian's going to hit us for 1. Mimic's pretty easy to get rid of, though. And I need to do the skill test for the Raven, or I'll just straight up lose a character from cursingness. Cursingness? Is that a word? Okay, so 2, 4, 4. I need somebody to do the 4 with the Magus or the Anchoress would take care of the Raven. So let's do that. And the Mimic just needs a blue. So any cube on the Magus will get us the blue. And I think I want to get like a red to start killing the Ruffian. I guess if I can get a yellow, that'd be cool too. So yeah, let's see. Let's do Arcane Eye. Gets me a red because, never mind, 2 would have always worked. I could change this down to a 3 and get, I guess, Polymorph to get a blue. And I wanted a blue, so that's fine. Then I'll put the blue there. I get another thing. Let's get a yellow for the Drag. Put the champion to start hurting the Ruffian, and the yellow to hurt the Drag more. Okay, so Mimic's dead, because it's an either-or thing, and starting to hurt both of them, but neither of them are actually hurt, and I didn't block. So I'm taking 2 damage. Leave the Anchoress there to heal him. Oh, wait, the Raven. Did I do the Raven? I did do the Raven, right? Yeah, I had 7. Yeah, okay, so the Raven's gone, so we don't lose somebody. I was like, wait, why was I doing that for? So the only one that actually dies is the Mimic. We got hurt. But it's okay, because both of them are potentially easy pickings for next round. We also got a Marauder. And the Shrine, by the way, has the same symbol as the mini-boss. If we do a skill test for 6, we can flip one of our ability cards. All right, let's hope for, like, all 2s. All 2s, and we'll just kill the Ruffian, and then we don't even need to worry about the Marauder and the Drag. All 2s. That was That was pretty close to what I asked for. Okay, so I just need a 5 skill test and a yellow to not be in danger at all. Maybe I can get the shrine too. We'll see how things go. Okay, it's decent for a skill test, right? Definitely want to use the Anchoress to heal somebody. I can get an extra die from the champion. That would be good. And then I guess the Magus, after getting healed by the Anchoress, could be the one who does the skill test. So I can put 3 dice out. So that would be a yellow. I don't need to kill the Marauder, but I can at least hurt her. Actually, is there only way for me to get both things? If I just get a yellow and then do 2 skill tests, and the 1 yellow could go to the Anchoress, but the champion's only got a 2 value. The Mages, if healed, will have a 3. Well, here. Okay, so I'll do the Maul. Gets me 2 yellows. 1 I'm going to put on the Anchoress to flip this. The other one could go on the Seer Stone to change the 1 into a 6. Champion do a skill. Magus do a skill. Yeah. I mean, it's not that pretty, but it's what it needs to be. So the Drag will die. Magus is a 9 skill, so they can do the Shrine. Champion's an 8 skill. They can kill the Ruffian. Marauder's not hurting us this turn. Good to go. And what do we want to level up this time? I really like, I know I probably should get some of these healing things, but I've got the Anchoress to do my healing. So I like increasing my options of which dice values will still give me cubes. All right, so Marauder's still there. We've got another Shrine on top. We never got to the Merchant. Oh, here's the boss. Okay, so things change a bit. We still have the Shrine and stuff. But how the boss works is, well, here, I'll just show you. You roll the dice, and that was a terrible roll. Why was that a terrible roll, Mike? Because the boss automatically activates everything on their thing, so every die gets assigned to them, basically. So right now he's doing 2 damage and stunning twice. For a stun, you put it on one of your action cards, and then I think you can't do the right thing. So you can only put the exact value to get the cube. You can't do whatever the other ability is. And then they're also bleeding, which goes on a character, and that means that they can't use whatever their special bonus ability is. You can just put cubes on them or do skill tests. But here's the fun part. The numbers also still refer to any other living people. So the Marauder, because she's still in the battle, she's also activating twice for 4 damage. See, I think this turn, we're just going to have to try to block and definitely kill the Marauder. By the way, look at the boss. Needs a 9 and an 8 and 2 blues and a red. Yellows are useless to me now, so Maul and Riposte, you suck. Unless I still had my... God, I'm sad that I lost my prayer scroll. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Here we go. Not going to give you the Shrine, by the way. That's not worth it. Okay, ooh, good. I got a Polymorph. I got an Arcane Eye. That's my red and my blue right off the bat. I got a 6. Maybe I should just slam in that really tough to do skill check. Oh, and Champion can still get me an extra die. That seems worthwhile. Maybe let me get rid of that, because then I can use the Spike Pauldron to block some of the damage incoming. All right. So yeah. So let's do Arcane Eye. I get a red. Oh, I don't want to change the die to. I don't really want to change the die to anything, do I? I like the dice. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's not do the Arcane Eye yet, because I want to get the Champions thing first. So I'm going to get Polymorph. I'm going to leave it a blue. I'm not going to change it. Then I'm going to put that on the Champion to roll the extra red die. That's a 5. That's okay. That's I was going to Arcane Eye something, but that doesn't really help at all, does it? So I'll Arcane Eye to get a red cube, and I can change. I guess I'll make this a 6. I don't know. And I can put. Do I want to do skill tests, or do I want to do more damage? I mean, I need to get this one out. Okay. Let's do the... Yes, sorry, I'm trying to decide if I do 2 9 skill values to get rid of these skill tests while I have really high die rolls. Oh, but then I don't even kill the Marauder. No. We cannot do that. We'd be super dead. So let's use the Anchoress to flip the Champion back so we have more damage to go around. And then the Magus can do the skill test, the harder one, and we'll Spike Pauldron. Boom. That works out great. Okay, so blue, red, you're dead. So she's not getting that double activation too. And Magus is going to take care of the 9, the tougher one. We didn't do the Shrine, so that goes away. And this dude's hitting us for 2 damage minus 1. So this 1, Champion, you just like being hurt, right, buddy? But then we also have to stun 2 of these. Well, I don't need a yellow. I mean, duplication could be useful if I get the second blue. Haste is definitely useful. Arcane Eye is useful. I guess riposte, I'll stun. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I think you have to roll for it. So, boop, 2 and 6. Wait, sorry, I don't want to look all the way back at the rules. Let's assume that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I'm playing stun wrong, that's a much smaller error than I made in my last video. Okay, and then I bleed. Is this random too? Let's say it's random too. Why not? That's fun. Okay, so the champion's ability is gone. That's my favorite ability. All right, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so merchant. If we don't kill the boss this round, we'll have to get his help. Here we go. Boop 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 ba doo. Okay, so that is 6 damage. I think we're dead unless we kill him. So let's make that happen. Oh God, it's not necessarily what I wanted to see. Okay, so one of the 6s will definitely take care of even the champion, who is probably the best one to do the skill check because he can't do much else. I will take care of the 8, and if I can get a blue and a red, the mages can make the last one. How do I get that to be a blue and a red though? So the 4 can just get me a blue straight up. Oh, here. Yes. What was it? The 4 gets me a blue, but I don't get to use the right ability. The riposte doesn't do any. Oh wait, no. I need the die to do the skill check. Oh crap! Am I gonna die? All right. There's I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I can defeat them this turn. So if I can't defeat them, let's set myself up for some kind of success next turn. Okay, here we go. Anchorus, heal the champion. All right. And Magus, do a skill check. Champion, just look pretty. Spike Pauldron, watch this, y'all. Hurt him a little bit. Use the Magus to take care of that. So we still got a blue and a red. And then we are taking 6 damage, blocking 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, baby. 2 squares to get the blue and the red, baby. If I can make it happen. We're not dead yet. And hey, the merchant actually says, hey, buy something right now in the middle of the fight. Why not? So we get 2 random equipment cards. By the way, I think we keep their equipment after they die. Do we? I don't know. We get 2 random equipment cards, and I keep 1. So Pendant of Power. I don't even know what that does. So again, I don't want to go and look up the rule book. Backpack. Hold a cube until the next round. No. Corrupted Pendant. Put a cube here and gain a curse. Like it could gain 1 curse. To, what is that? Get the black die at any value? Oh, no. I think it just lets you change. So you can change any die to any value. Maybe that's what it is. All right. Cool. What you got, Venator? I mean, whatever it is, I'm sure it'll kill me. Yeah, so 3 damage and bleeding and stun. That should be enough. But not if we can get a red and a blue. Not if we can get a red and a blue. And I think that we can, because you're friggin' dead. That's more than the reds I needed. Blue, red, extra, you're dead. Okay, cool. Woo! I didn't have to use my corrupt. Actually, I didn't have to use any of these, because maybe these did go away when they died. I don't really know. And I wasn't sure if I was interpreting that correctly, but we didn't need it, because you're dead, sir. Although, hey, we could have played on hard mode, where you would need extra stuff. Or torment mode where, yeah, give me a break. And you can even make the regular delving part tougher. And then again, there's 3 other dungeons to play with, 2 other characters to play with. So yeah, that was The Cursed Castle. What do I think of this one? It's funny, when I played the rules wrong, to explain what I did wrong, by the way, for the many of you who did not see that video that is now deleted forever, I thought that any value got you the cube, and you only use the right ability if you had the exact number, which makes no sense. So you can see the iconography. It's like, hey, red if 3, dummy Mike, but I didn't get it. So with that, I would always get all the cubes I needed, and I would never use like these dice manipulation abilities. So it was way less interesting, as you can imagine, because I didn't need to care about like the cool things. So yes, playing the correct way is way better. Now that I've played this way, I think the game is a lot of fun. It gives me very much that feeling, for those who like this game, of one deck dungeon where you're like using this die to change this die to change this die. But it's also very like tight and desperate because you have so few dice, and thus it can be really, chancy to like figure out how to make things work, or really just minimize the damage, as you saw me doing some rounds. And I like the variety. I wish there were more than 5 heroes, I will say that, but the variety in the heroes and their powers on both sides, and the fact that they come with equipment cards that greatly change up what you can do and how you do stuff, I think all that is awesome. The variety in the dungeons is also really cool. Like some of them focus more on curse, some of them focus more on poison, so they tend to have like kind of mechanics that come up. And then there's different enemies. You saw there's a lot of ways to change up the difficulty. So yeah, if you like dice placement, if you like fun tactical puzzles, if that's your jam, like it's my jam, I think this one is definitely enjoyable. I was going to give it a, okay preview impressions rank before I played the correct way. Now that I played the correct way, the game is a ton of fun. I like it a lot. So that is the Cursed Castle. Hopefully I played it right this time. If I didn't, sorry, I'm not doing a third play. Go check out the crowdfunding page. It's up for just a couple more days. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.